Today we are at the Institute of Legal Medicine in Cologne. They bought the first Spectrum CE instrument worldwide. We are going to meet Max. He's the PhD student of the institute and he worked a lot with the instrument. But first we meet Cornelius, the head of the Forensic Molecular Genetics department. Let's go inside. Hi Cornelius, good morning. What was your motivation for getting a Spectrum CE?
There were a couple of reasons. Actually, the first and most important one was that we needed a backup for our 3500 genetic analyzer. But we were also quite interested in new features like the 8-color technology and the possibility to preload plates in the instrument. And also we were quite happy that there's now competition in the market and we wanted to make a statement.
Now we are going to meet Max. He's the main user of the Spectrum CE instrument. Hi Max.
Hey Miriam.
You were one of the first users working with our PowerPlex 35 GY kit. Can you tell us a little bit about the performance of the STR kit, the results you've gained, and also the reliability in comparison to other STR kits you've used?
Yeah, I really liked 35GY when the question is to analyze, for instance, kinship analysis samples or samples from identification of deceased persons, or when you have to analyze reference samples. So basically, every analysis you have to perform with sufficient DNA. But when it comes to some difficult crime scene samples, and they might be degraded or something like this, I would recommend a different kit, the 18E. It's currently my favorite STR kit actually, because the short amplicons, for instance, the SE33 is just 325 base pair long. They are really making a difference by analyzing degraded samples. And this is for me a main advantage, really.
So you're also part in the developmental validation of the 18E kit. Can you tell us what kind of samples did you analyze with the 18E kit?
We analyzed some very old bones, so they were 40 years old after they were exhumed, some teeth, and a lot of skin flakes from cold cases. And this is another advantage I like, because when you're analyzing skin flakes from cold cases, you're always working with low concentrations of DNA, so you have to add the maximum input in your PCR. And when you do that, you just have, 1 or 2 shots with the PCR, so you have to do it right at the first time. And that's very important, so you have to choose the right kit in the beginning, yes.
And just to summarize, did I get that right, that you love the ability to gain the maximum of information using the 35GY kit for kinship analysis, and that you think that the sensitivity of the 18E kit is the best for crime scene samples?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that we are going to implement the 18E in our lab as well.
If you were about to share your experience regarding the service and the support of Promega, what can you tell us about that?
So what I really like, it's always a friendly communication. You're almost getting an instant response, and you're part of the solving process. So it's very transparent, and Promega is never blaming you for the issue. It's very nice as well.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We had an interesting day at the Institute of Legal Medicine Cologne. It showed that the 8-dye technology is the technology of the future, which brings a lot of advantages to the forensic community in kinship analysis as well as in crime scene samples. If you are interested in this technology, we are happy to help.